What's up? You're tuning into What's Up Boston here on Barbertime Media Network. Today's topic, we're going to talk about what's popping with the Jassie Korea case. Unfortunately, she's our fellow Bostonian. Here with my co-host,
Padma. Yeah, we're really going to want to touch on this topic today. It's a really, really tragic situation. We know that she was all from the area. She was from Dorchester. Her family was from Dorchester. And I know, a lot of people are obviously really distraught over the situation. A lot of people knew her. Obviously, she's from here. And she was only 23 years old. And she was just celebrating her birthday. She went out, young 23-year-old woman, out at a club with her girls, like normal thing, a normal night, just having fun on your birthday. And unfortunately, we all know she did not make it home. Apparently, she was out with her sister and her friend. And apparently, there was some sort of disagreement with them in the club, so they left separately. And she was actually seen. They have, surveillance camera footage of her leaving with this Lewis Coleman III. And from the footage, it appeared to be that she was leaving with him willingly, but they got into the car, and as we know, she didn't make it home, and her body was found. Well, allegedly, they're not sure yet. Her body has not been identified, but he in Delaware in his car there was a mutilated body. It's really horrific, and it's so tragic, and I really, really feel for her family. She had a 2-year-old daughter, and it's just, the whole thing is, there's so many things we can talk about. We can talk about safety and all of that, and the first question that I ask is, okay, when you go out with your girls, you go out with male or female, when you go out with your people, I thought the code was we came together, we leave together.
And I think, just to pause you right there, I think that, that goes along with this shift of the generation. That's our moral code. It's just like if we're carpooling, say 15 of us is going out, we need 3 cars. We're going to stop, we're going to make sure, we're tagging along. So, same as the club, we go together, I don't care who it is, family, brother, mother, son. If I don't see you for 5 minutes, the search is on, you know what I mean? And
right.
That's just to assure one another's safety in conjunction with you come together, you leave together. But how do you feel overall about the situation? Not that she is physically gone, rest in peace, and our condolences to the family. How do you feel about the whole scenario itself, from the argument with her sister to her departing with a stranger? And do we know he's a stranger?
That's a good point.
How do you feel about the argument and then her actions thereafter?
I feel like, first of all, arguments do happen. But like I said, I feel like you're with whoever you come with, you're with your people. If you do have an argument, these things can happen. But the bottom line should be, I don't care how bad the argument was, we're leaving together. We're leaving together. We can work out this argument afterward. We're leaving together. Make sure you get home safe, and we fight afterwards, whatever. I just think that's the whole thing. When you go out, you come together, you leave together. You don't leave your drink somewhere. You watch your girls. I just feel like that's really unfortunate that happened, because look what happened as a result of her being alone. And even for women, it's unfortunate, but for women, we do not have the same autonomy as men do. We really can't be out alone at night. And I'm not saying men need to be out alone at night either. It's not safe out there for anybody. But for women, unfortunately, we have to be extra guarded. You have to be. And we have to be extra protective of our friends. I don't know. I like you said, I don't know if she knew him or not. And the other thing too is, you have to have your guard up, because most women out there, of course, are not psycho killers, obviously. But the ones who are do not have signs on their forehead saying, I'm a psycho killer. They are as normal as can be. They've learned how to be as normal as can be, And apparently he had been accused of some similar things to like this before. I guess maybe there was not enough evidence or whatever, but he had been accused of things like this before. But obviously, she felt... She went with him, so obviously he wasn't doing anything unusual, at least not at that time in the club, for her to feel like he's unsafe.
So I think what we're talking about here is we're talking about preventative factors just in situations specifically like this. Specifically a social environment of drinking. obviously substance, and preventative factors to be mindful of one another, right?
Yeah.
Check on who you're coming with, kind of stay together close knit.
Yeah.
But I think that when you look back into it, did something trigger her to say, okay, you know what? I'm just gonna go with him, or did he witness the little scuffle between her sister, and thought that this is a good opportunity to lure her in? Had he did these acts or something like this prior to, you understand what I'm saying? And I think that mental health is an issue just worldwide. I'm not saying that Miss Korea had a mental health issue, but what I am saying is that sometimes we have confrontations, and because we're under the influence, then doing something that we might not do on a sober day might then seem right, which can be the reason why she stepped out with this man. Now, I don't know if he's a stranger or not, but I do know that the argument, something triggered her to just be like, you know what, I'm leaving, and I don't care who I'm leaving with, the first person that can give me a ride. And for that, you have to take preventative factors. That is knowing the people you came with, the people you're leaving with, to try and prevent these acts. Because like Padma said, there's no sign on anybody's forehead to say, hey, I'm coming from another state, but I'm looking to really cause harm and take your life. Yeah. She was going out for her birthday. So, we want to turn up.
Right.
That's what we do,
Exactly.
Especially as Bostonians, we go to Rhode Island comes to Boston. We want to turn up and we want to have a good time. But I think it's more critical for women sometimes when you're in an emotional state and you're under the influence, and then you make these less defined cognitive decisions that this can possibly be, a result of. But stay tuned. We will be right back. We're going to bring you more. As usual, I'm your host. She's a rebel. My co-host,
Padma, on Barbie Time all the time.
We'll be back.
I think that was good. It goes by quick.